You're watching Good Day Siouxland with Nick Wilson and meteorologist Ethan Foreman. From KCAU 9 News, this is Good Day Siouxland.
Well, good morning. It's 6:46 on this Friday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
And I'm Ethan Foreman.
And you've mentioned those clear skies that we might be seeing in the morning hours aren't going to last.
No, enjoy the sunshine for the next few hours because clouds will move in very quickly from north to south throughout the day. So areas like Denison, Tacoma, and Norfolk may see sunshine the longest. Areas like Canton, Esterville, Spencer, going to see that sunshine disappear the soonest. And current conditions in Sioux City show we're in the 50s across the area this morning with wind advisories and high wind warnings already issued across the area with wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour east of I-29 and up to 60 miles per hour west of I-29, that's where we have high wind warnings. High temperatures today actually peaking right around 10 a.m. as we see clouds increasing, and then temperatures will fall throughout the day as we're back in the low to mid 50s this afternoon with some rain chances on the way. More rain chances and even some severe weather potential returning to the forecast. Those details coming up in less than 5 minutes.
Well, it's been nearly 1 year since a tornado tore through the town of Greenfield, Iowa, and the community is still rebuilding today. The town has put up a marker in honor of those who lost their lives, as well as the first responders who risked their lives to help others through the storm. Next Wednesday, the community will hold a day-long event to mark the 1 year milestone.
We're calling it just our commemoration, and we talked about that a lot. We don't want it to feel like a celebration, and as much as we have some great things that have happened in our community, the loss is still extremely felt here. We lost people's lives, but we also lost so much about what we knew our daily life to be. So this day is really for us to just come back together and recognize everything that we've been through and how far we have come.
Legal, financial, and mental health services will all be on hand for next week's gathering in the hopes of reaching out to helping anyone still recovering from the storm. Well, meanwhile, if you have a number 9 birthday coming up, KCAU 9 would love to help you celebrate. We're celebrating the 9s each week right here on Good Day Siouxland. So if you or a loved one is turning 9, 99, or any 9 in between, well, we want to hear about it. Every Thursday morning, we'll share our list of birthday shout-outs, and one lucky person will take home a birthday gift from one of our sponsors. So if you want to be featured, go to SiouxlandProud.com and click on Celebrating the 9s under the Contest tab to enter by Tuesdays at noon. Now it's time we meet today's Stray of the Day. Every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue, who's just waiting to go home.
That's right, and this is Beauty, a 9 to 12-month-old female short-haired tri-colored calico cat. She was found abandoned at the front door of the rescue. The rescue says she's a beautiful cat with a friendly and outgoing personality. Beauty is available for adoption now.
And if you lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption, you can visit the rescue's website. Head over to SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. And Beauty sure looks like a nice friendly cat in that photo there.
Yeah, always sad when they get abandoned.
Yeah, it certainly is. And honestly, with this weather, I mean, the pets might not mind the wind too much, but I bet people would not be a fan of it.
I bet you some animals may not like it either. Probably a great day to leave those animals inside as we see wind alerts across the area issued again for today. If you thought yesterday was windy, today will be worse as we see wind advisories in effect along and east of I-29 and then high wind warnings to the west as we see those continuing through either 7 or 9 o'clock this evening. Those details on our website, SiouxlandProud.com. You'll see that wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour or even higher will remain possible through the daytime. I actually think this is a little underdone on some of those wind gusts. Then as we head into tonight, we will see those winds die down just a little bit before dying down more. On Saturday, low pressure system to our north giving some rain chances already just north of Sioux Falls toward Marshall. Marshall and stretch toward Minneapolis, also toward O'Neill. You'll see on Stormcast that moves southward as we head through the daytime today, as we see just some spotty showers through the afternoon and evening. May need an umbrella and rain jacket with you, but then we'll see clearing skies from southwest to northeast on Saturday. Norfolk, that's some of the areas that's going to see the sunshine the soonest. Spencer, it's going to take a little bit longer. In Sioux City, right in the middle of the morning. We'll see those clouds increase, though, again, as we head towards Sunday. Rainfall amounts could be as much as 1/10 of an inch up to the north, but still not much. We also have a severe threat that we're watching for Monday to the south, where some quarter-sized hail or 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts will be possible. Stay tuned as we get closer. Your 9 on 9 forecast shows one nice day Saturday, then several rain chances, highs only in the 50s Monday and Tuesday, then warming up and getting close to 80 again as we get close to Memorial Day by Saturday, May 24th.
Now we turn to sports. There's more track and field action to finish out the work week, and Anthony Mitchell has the highlights right here in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. A handful of Iowa high school state track and field qualifying meets took place yesterday all around the state, giving athletes that one final opportunity to qualify for the state meet, including up in Sioux Center, featuring a handful of Siouxland schools looking to advance to the big meet in Des Moines. Top 2 finishers in each event earn an auto bid to state. To the girls' high jump, Madeline Chanpaga going for the 5'2" jump, clears the bar. Storm Lake product takes first in the event. More girls action to the shot put. Only one local athlete goes over 37 feet. That's Madison Atinga of MOC Floyd Valley, going for 37.10 3/4 inch for first place. Boys discus, monster throw here from Sioux Center's Cody Sandbolt, goes past the marker 20 feet beyond his PR, 172 feet 5 inches. That wins the event. Another athlete with one of the state's best performances, Albir Van Zee in MOC Floyd Valley, goes flying in the boys long jump, goes for 22.8, 11th best jump in Iowa. To the track, girls 800 sprint medley relay, tightly contested race, ends with Sioux Center taking the win down the home stretch by 1.5 seconds with a time of 1:50.34. BHRB comes in second with a season best run. On the boys side, 800-meter sprint medley relay, Sergeant Bluff Luton with a lead on the exchange, but watch out for the Spencer Tigers. Tigers turn up the heat, getting by SBL and by just 0.38 seconds. We'll have the full list of results on our website, SiouxlandProud.com. And at the high school basketball level, one of Siouxland's top prospects has made its collegiate decision. Storm Lake's Jaden Kuhn announced his commitment to play at Creighton, picking the Blue Jays over Drake, Illinois, Iowa, Iowa State, Nebraska, and TCU. The junior 3-star recruit is the second-ranked player in the state and 122nd in the nation, according to 24/7 Sports. Jaden Kuhn, who's a Sports Zone Basketball Player of the Year finalist, helped lead Storm Lake to its first state tournament appearance since 1994 with a Lakes Conference best 23.9 and 9.3 rebounds per game. That's your look at sports. Have a good day, Siouxland.
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories, what you need to know before you go. The Iowa legislative session has concluded. This year, several of Iowa Republicans' legislative goals passed through the legislature. That includes mandating work requirements for Medicaid, cutting unemployment taxes for businesses, and removing gender identity as a covered category in the Iowa Civil Rights Act, among other things. But not every issue that garnered a lot of attention ended up coming up for vote. One example, property tax reform. 2 Siouxland lawmakers shared their perspectives on why that happened.
When I play baseball, we have a thing we call fake hustle, where you only hustle when you're around the coaches, you know. And I felt like this was a lot of political theater and a lot of fake hustle politicians just trying to act like they're doing something, and then ultimately nothing gets done.
Property taxes are pretty much the purview of local government, is what it is. So without overreaching our step in the state government, we can't do a whole lot to handle it.
Iowa Republicans had indicated property tax reform was one of their legislative priorities when we entered the session back in January. Well, meanwhile, another Siouxland lawmaker says getting the eminent domain and CO2 pipeline bill to the governor's desk is one of the biggest accomplishments made this session. However, he's disappointed in how heated the Senate debate became around the bill.
After 3 years of working hard for the eminent domain legislation, the fact that it was finally taken up in the Senate certainly sticks out to me, but unfortunately it also sticks out to me that sort of, for me as a Republican, the unfortunate debate that occurred in the Senate in terms of Republicans sort of going after one another is something that we don't normally see, and I hope we never see again.
Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds has not signed the bill yet. She says her office is reviewing the legislation. She has until June 14th to sign or veto the bills passed this session. Meanwhile, Governor Reynolds is trying to address Iowa's growing food insecurity problem with healthy food choices. She submitted a request to limit certain foods under SNAP. Iowa has also received a waiver from the USDA to opt out of the federal government's Children's Summer Food Program. Instead, the state is launching its own program to provide $40 of healthy food per month per child for families in need. But some Hawkeye State food security advocates say the decision will do more harm than good.
I think when people are going to a grocery store and maybe purchasing, something that is more processed, more calorie dense, but might be cheaper with their SNAP benefits, they are making a rational decision for their household. Here's what I can afford. Here's what I have time to cook. Here's something my kids are going to eat. I think we agree in this goal of wanting to increase healthy eating. Let's invest in solutions that get to that affordability piece.
Iowa Hunger Coalition is hoping the public will have a chance to offer feedback on the changes. And finally, Iowa lawmakers are also looking to address the state's shortage of doctors. Iowa ranks 44th in the nation when it comes to the ratio of patients to physicians. The legislature just passed a bill to add 460 residency program slots over the next 4 years. The president of the Iowa Medical Society says she believes the bill could have a real impact.
We know that where a physician trains is the biggest predictor of where they're going to practice. And so by having more residency programs in Iowa and having them be spread across the state, we believe that this will help increase the number of physicians practicing in Iowa.
And one last check on that forecast. Windy weather on the way.
Yeah, it sure is, as we see wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour or even greater at times today. And we do have wind advisories and high wind warnings in effect. Those details, if you missed it, on our website, SiouxlandProud.com. High temperature of 62 degrees, dropping down to 43 tonight, mostly cloudy and those windy conditions persisting. Also, we saw several trees down yesterday. If you see any trees down today, if any you have pictures, make sure to send them on the Report It tab on SiouxlandProud.com. We'll see highs climbing into the upper 60s to low 70s this weekend with some sunshine Saturday afternoon and Sunday morning, but then cooling conditions with a possibility of severe weather Monday and maybe even Tuesday as well before we warm up again later next week, getting closer to the Memorial holiday weekend. So stay safe, have a fantastic Friday, and a wonderful weekend, Siouxland.
Yeah, Monday and Tuesday especially looking pretty chilly.
Yeah, very chilly.
All right, thanks for watching. Join us again at 11:30. Have a great rest of your day.